Hello, hello. So today I'd like to talk about the full moon. And actually, first and foremost, before we even begin, I must tell you this full moon is not a good time to be charging anything because there's a lunar eclipse, one of the longest in history and one that has not happened for centuries. And lunar eclipses, any type, solar or lunar, can be um, a little chaotic sometimes. So you don't want to absorb that type of energy into your crystals or your tools, what have you. So just to give you a heads up, do not charge anything this month. Um, but I will give you a couple of options of what you can do for next month, okay? So, um, but I wanted to just kind of discuss a couple things. Yeah, I have some notes here. So, and I think most of us know, and you can always research things on Google, but eclipses happen when the sun, the moon, and the earth are aligned. And this is a partial lunar eclipse. It's not going to be like a full, the moon's not going to be completely cut off, but it's also going to be, it's called the beaver moon, which is when beavers would like go into winter mode. And also it could be possibly a blood moon because of the way the sun will be reflecting it. So when you do decide to uh, charge some things during the full moon, um, or excuse me, when an eclipse is happening and those are aligning, you can kind of, instead of charging your crystals, you can focus on aligning your life naturally, like as those, the moon, the sun, the earth are kind of in an alignment. Think of it as aligning your life and going in the proper direction for this month, okay? So let's get to charging. Charging is another word just basically for empowering, empowerment. And you can charge anything from, like, a lot of people do, mostly it's crystals or tools. Um, for example, wands or cauldrons or their athame, which is a black handled knife with two double edged. Um, so, or it could be something as simple as a ring that you wear all the time that you want to kind of empower, or a necklace. It really depends on what you are wanting to put intention into. And a lot of times, if you want to, you can just charge things with the moon, and just have the tool absorb the moonlight and its energy and vibrations. But usually you'd want to put some type of intention into your tool during the full moon, so it has a purpose. For example, say you are a runner and you want to charge your tennis shoes, put those out in the full moon and put intention into becoming, getting a faster speed or something like that. So there's many different things and ways you can do this. And think of it as like activating or turning on and fine-tuning various capabilities and actions of your item and of your capabilities, okay? um so what you can do is, first and foremost, with crystals or things that may be able to be washed, you can rinse them underwater. If you have natural water near you, but nearby, that's clean, lake or stream, what have you, you can do that. Tap water is just as fine. If it can't be rinsed, no worries, don't worry about that. And it would behoove you to have either like a white, silver, blue cloth, and different colors represent different things as well. So if you don't have any of those colors, I can write down some color. You can look up different colors for intentions, but usually you would prefer like a white or silver cloth for the moon, for the full moon. But like I said, whatever floats your boat. If you're drawn to yellow and that makes you happy and that's what your color is, then by all means go for it. There is really no wrong in magic when you have the right intentions. Okay. So set your intentions on your tools, what you're going to use, and then there are different chants or spells, mostly different types of chants you can say to enhance the magic. I have several here that I've found, and then I wrote one my own. I think it's always better to write your own incantation than to take it from someone else, or you can always, take bits and pieces from other people and put your own together. But I will give you a couple of different chants. But so after you've cleansed, or after you've picked out what tools you're going to use, and you have your cloth, set them either, if you have a chance or if you have an outside place where they're safe, definitely set them outside in the moonlight. That's wonderful. And a lot of people like to take them out for 24 hours, get some sunlight in there too. So let them absorb for 24 hours, but it's all in what you want to do. Tonight is good going into the full moon, but we're going into our lunar eclipse. So again, do not do anything tonight, tomorrow, or the next day. But anyway, so after you have everything prepared, then you can either lie your hand on your object. So let's say I have this shell. Say I'm a swimmer, and I really want to improve my backstroke. So I would get my shell prepared. I would cleanse it with some water, have it on its cloth out in the moon, and I would place my hand on it and put my intention into that. And then I would say what I wanted to say. So I'll give you a couple of examples of what you can say. And then I'll read to you the one that I did. So you can place your hand, which is optional. You don't have to do that. You can just mentally focus on it. But here's one that says, I dedicate you to the moon. Fulfill your purpose, be in tune. Another one, and I'll post these at the bottom too. Divine energies of the moon, unite and fill my items with a positive, abundant charge. With faith, I send out heart-centered gratitude. Another one, I ask for my item to be charged with positive energy. I'll post the one that I wrote as well. So the one that I wrote is, I'll read it to you right now because I kind of took from a couple others and added my own. So, divine energies of the full moon, charge my tools and set them in tune, fulfilling their purpose with positive intentions, enhancing my work with every invention. I graciously thank you with much gratitude. Now please assist me in my magic with these words I've brewed. So I will post the chants, the incantations at the bottom, okay? That's really it in a nutshell. There's several different ways you can charge. I think in the beginning of this next month, or the after the full moon, when the moon, well, it will be waning, so I won't be able to do that one. I have a waxing spell that I'd like to show you about growing intentions and just growing in general. But the moon will be waning, so we'll have to be releasing some things as it gets smaller. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that this gives you some idea of what you can do during a full moon. But again, don't do it right now. Just don't do it during this eclipse. So I hope that helps. And if you like it, please like the button. So I know, I mean, you don't have to, but it makes me feel good. And, I'm just not really sure what to do for you guys or what you want. So let me know, okay? Thank you so much, and I love you, and I'm going to be making a mojo bag here very soon, so if you want to, stay tuned and watch for that in just a little bit, okay? Bye.